Everyone has that moment in their life that has scared them or has impacted them in a positive or a negative way. In some cases, the negative will make you have the guilt that will impact you for the rest of your life. For me, it was when I was caught stealing. I can still remember the time when the lady called me back into the store because she had seen me steal it. And I will talk about how it happened and what happened during and then at the end and how I felt. So in the beginning, I went to a mall with my cousin. And it started off like a normal day. But we went to a store and we decided to dare each other to steal something. So when I finally had the object in my possession, I quickly walked out of the store. And as I walked out the store, they called me back into the store and said that they had seen me steal something. So they got all my information and they called my aunt because my mom was away for that time. And so I waited for my aunt and my cousin. I could hear my cousin from the other side of the room yelling and screaming, trying to see if she could talk to me. But she couldn't. Then when the time came when I had to tell my mother, I was severely punished and I was pretty much grounded for a good 3 months. Or during that time it happened, I was grounded. So it came time for my first court date. I was scared, I was nervous, and I didn't feel right, and I felt like I didn't belong there because I was in a room full of adults and I was the only one that was 16 at the time. And so we went up and I told the judge that I was guilty and she gave me another court date. On my second court date, they said that I had already pleaded guilty and that I needed another court date because this was for adults and I needed one for juveniles. So my parents obtained a lawyer, and the lawyer helped us get the process done. And he helped us through the courts, and he even, on the last one, he even told them that this was my first offense and that I won't ever do it again, and that I have learned my lesson and I felt bad. So they let me off and they told me never to do it again, and it's not on my record anymore. And so after that, I felt a little bit relieved that it was not on my record because I know how having something on your record like that could really affect your future life and your future goals, because I'm a very ambitious person and I had so many goals for me and I had ambitions, and I didn't want that to be thrown away of something stupid that I did. I was scared and I couldn't sleep at night and I kept tossing and turning and the guilt just kept eating me alive. And when I went to stores, I felt wrong and I felt like I was being told that I was stealing when I wasn't even stealing, and I couldn't touch things anymore. I couldn't pick up things and look at them because I was afraid that they were going to accuse me of stealing that object I had in my hands. And sometimes my mom would ask if I would want to go out to the store with her, and I'd always refuse because I was scared. I was scared to go out there again. So in conclusion, I learned my lesson that stealing is just not something to be playing with, that it should be taken seriously because it could really impact you and it could really affect you in your future endeavors.